Seattle Refined, grab your tail and watch out for the Sea Witch. We take the plunge with Seattle's secret mermaid society. Then, a fab fivesome from the heart of the Northwest gets ready to rock Seattle's biggest new music festival.
I want to do about.
Plus, a refined BFF schools me on fried green tomatoes.
And then is there a sauce that goes with it too?
The comeback sauce, I already told you.
Did we already talk about that?
And don't forget the special sauce. And do you get to have this much fun at work? We'll take you to the office that does.
I'm Emily the Mermaid, and Seattle Refined starts now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson, coming to you today from Honor Coffee. So let's just put it out there. Today, we're talking mermaids.
Up where they walk, up where they run.
From Ariel in Disney's The Little Mermaid, to Daryl Hannah in Splash, to the siren on your Starbucks cup. Mermaids continue to mystify and inspire us. And if you live in Seattle, look around. A mer person might be a lot closer to you than you think.
For some Seattleites, the siren song of becoming a mermaid is just too strong to resist.
Growing up, I was always really shy, and I saw videos of these beautiful mermaids in Florida, and they were swimming, and they were just so outgoing and beautiful, and I was just like, I want to do that. And it's like, I've always loved the ocean. I've always wanted to do something related to the ocean, and I was like, I'm going to buy a mermaid tail.
Being in the water is really calming. It's a great place to relieve anxiety and just get away from human troubles for a while.
I love cosplay. So yeah, it's just like a new fun way of exploring cosplay that's also functional. You can swim in these tails quite easily and quite fast as well. So it's pretty awesome.
Believe it or not, there is a growing mermaid community in Seattle. Occasionally you might see one at the pool, but in the summer they take to the open water.
The Seattle Mermaid community was started as part of a community project here and as a way for friends to get together and enjoy recreational outdoor swimming during the summer months. You can find many of us, myself, many days in Lake Washington swimming around. I'll even take dips in the Puget Sound because in the warmer months, it's not that cold. I mean, I am an orca, so I'm used to it.
It's definitely different from swimming in a pool. You need to watch out for, the sea creatures, and you want to avoid getting in their space. It's more freeing, I guess you could say, than being in an artificial pool.
As our mermaids were out basking in a rare northwest sunbeam, they were spotted by a young potential recruit.
Say cheese!
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
I asked my mom and dad if I can be a mermaid.
Why do you want to be a mermaid?
Because I want to see in the water. I want to find seashells.
What color tail would you have if you were a mermaid?
Blue.
Do you want to be a mermaid too? It's easier than you think.
You would be a grown-up that still likes to play dress-ups, which is what most of us are. And you could find a lot of different monofins online, and you find some tail skins, or you make some tail skins and get together with a gossip of mermaids and go out and swim. That is the actual term for a group of mermaids, is a gossip.
What's the allure of being a mermaid?
Constantly fabulous hair, great abs from swimming with your fin. Why not be a mermaid?
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
If you think you might be a merfolk or just want to know more about Seattle's Mermaid Society, check out our website.
From mermaids to some other siren songs, we're less than 2 months away now from one of the biggest music events to hit the Northwest in recent memory.
More than 200 artists, many of them local, will converge on Seattle's Pioneer Square this May for the first annual Upstream Festival and Summit. For the next 2 months, Refined is going to be introducing you to the performers and folks behind the scenes of this amazing undertaking. Here's our Refined Upstream Profile of the Week. Upstream is shaping up to be one of the biggest music festivals in the Northwest, and one thing you may not know is that there are literally dozens of guest curators helping to book the festival. These are people on the front lines of the local music scene, working hard to bring the best and the brightest musical acts to the show. We caught up with one of them at J&M Cafe in Pioneer Square.
I'm Michael Gill. I'm one of the guest curators for Upstream Music Festival. and I run a company called Plus One Presents. Plus One has one night of kind of like punk rock stuff and then one night of more on the Americana side. And so we have a stage that the announced artists currently are Motopony and Boots to the Moon, which are with me today. And then we have Lonely Mountain Lovers, and that's the only ones I can say right now.
Beyond creating an amazing festival for music lovers to attend, Upstream has its sights on growing the music industry here in Seattle and making connections with the tech community.
To have the tech community and the music community really start locking in and supporting each other the potential there is really huge, and I think it's kind of essential to Seattle right now.
Seattle has an amazing number of talented bands with breakout potential, among them Motopony.
Motopony is a 5-piece rock and roll band. We're from Seattle. We've been here about 10 years. And
play loud, fun shows?
Yeah, we play sort of folky, Northwest rock and roll. We're going to release a single right after Upstream and tour a little bit in June. So getting excited for a new record, whole new lineup in the band. So that's exciting. 5-piece, doing it, working hard.
One of the members of Motopony fronts his own band also playing the festival called Boots to the Moon.
Boots to the Moon is a 4-piece rock and roll group. We go by non-traditional space folk rock and roll. Yeah, we're excited to play Upstream. We just released a record a couple months ago, and we're working on a new one.
Unlike many festivals, Upstream will take place in lots of small clubs and non-traditional venues in and around Pioneer Square.
That's really exciting. I think Upstream is sort of like a showcase for some of the venues that are like kind of happening, and also like a lot of the local talent that's been brewing and feeding over the last couple of years.
And the local talent has high hopes for what this festival could mean for them.
It feels like there's an investment, and I'm talking about green dollar bills, like into the infrastructure and the economy of music. And things are expensive. Sound systems and venues are expensive things to run. And so people understanding that that is an investment that can grow and will return, and like actually sort of putting their money where their mouth is like, okay, like maybe this is gonna, like, maybe we'll be a rock star town. It'd be really exciting.
Keep watching and logging on to Refine.com for future Upstream announcements and profiles, and of course, information on how to get tickets. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
Just so you know, I saw these sitting here. I'm not a big fan of fried green tomatoes.
It's a kitchen challenge as our Refined bestie tries to change my tune on fried green tomatoes.
Not a big fan.
But first.
Wow. That's fun, right?
I am impressed.
Yeah.
Sick of pounding the horn, stuck in traffic? Our Refined Urban Evolution discovers one of the best new ways to jet around the Puget Sound.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gert Swanson. Anyone who comes in and out of downtown Seattle knows traffic can be a nightmare. And while some commuters rely on light rail, other areas won't have train service, get this, until the year 2041.
A recent study found Seattle is the 4th most congested traffic city in the U.S. behind New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. And even for city dwellers, finding a parking spot can be an expensive hassle. In today's installment of the Seattle Urban Evolution, our sponsors, Rad Power Bikes, offers one solution that's a real sweet ride.
The traffic is just so terrible that it's often faster to get somewhere, to work, to school, to run errands on a bicycle.
Ty Collins is one of 3 founders at Rad Power Bikes. As Ty tells it, the inspiration for the company came from his teenage years growing up in rural Northern California.
There wasn't school bus access everywhere, so one of my business partners literally turned to it as a way just to get to and from school. At the time when he started building electric bikes, they were pretty unheard of and people really weren't familiar with them, so they started getting noticed really quickly.
Finding solutions to Seattle's traffic issues is top of mind across the city. One option growing in popularity is ditching the car altogether, especially if you live downtown.
If you live downtown, you can choose to walk to work. You could jump on one of those rad bikes and get yourself to work. And most importantly, have the time back to choose it as you wish.
We live in Capitol Hill simply because we want to be able to walk everywhere because the traffic has just become unbearable, especially during rush hour.
We're continuing to make investments in transportation so it's easier to get in and out of downtown and move around downtown.
But those investments take time, and people are looking for better ways to get around the city right now. As a result, Rad Power Bikes propelled from an online-only business to an actual store in Seattle's Ballard neighborhood.
Electric bikes really allow a lot of people to get around their community, get around their city in ways that they weren't able to before, which is really great.
All of Rad's bikes feature a powerful motor.
You can treat it as much like a bike or as little as a bike as you want. To maintain a legal status as a bicycle, the motor stops giving you assistance at 20 miles per hour. So on all of our bikes, you can reach 20 miles per hour with no pedaling at all, or you can leverage the pedal assist to basically just get help up to that speed.
After learning all the cool things about Rad Power Bikes, you know I had to take one for a spin.
Yeah, Guard, so this is going to be the bike you're going to be riding. This is our Rad City electric commuter bike. So this is really kind of the ultimate bike for getting around the city.
All right, well, it's raining today. I need some gear.
You're in luck. We actually have some rain gear put aside specially for you.
All right, let's go.
Awesome. Wow. That's fun, right?
I am impressed.
Yeah.
It's like a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's fun. It can be as much motorcycle or as much bicycle as you really want it to. Yeah, I mean, ultimately we always say the bikes are really our best salespeople.
Oh,
I mean, as you can tell after a test ride, you pretty much can't stop smiling.
Yeah, and say goodbye to traffic, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Are you ready for downtown living? Take Refine's Where Should You Live personality quiz to find out at seattlerefine.com/nexus. Now, when you take the quiz, you'll be entered into our Urban Evolution giveaway. The grand prize is an electric bike from Rad Power Bikes, a $500 gift card to Alchemy Collections, that's Seattle's go-to for modern and affordable furnishings, plus $200 to Daniel's Broiler. Again, head to seattlerefine.com/nexus for a chance to win. Seattle Refine will be right back. But first, our Urban Evolution question of the day, sponsored by Realogics Sotheby's International Realty.
I've been saving to buy a place downtown, but I'm waiting to see if the market is changing. Why should I buy now?
If you've been saving up and you're ready to buy, then now is absolutely a great time. We have opportunities like Nexus where you can buy pre-sale and lock in your price for moving in 2 years from now. And a lot of renters are paying $3,000 to $6,000 per month in rent. And so if you can shift that rental money towards building equity for yourself, then that's a win for you. Right now, King County has 200 new residents from out of state moving in every day. And we have 27 housing starts applied for every day. So we're already in a low inventory environment, and that's projected to get only worse by those numbers. If an opportunity comes your way to, again, buy pre-sale or to get into the resale market with another condo that's downtown Seattle, then you should take advantage of that.
Welcome back to Refine. I'm Guard Swanson. Now, I'm going to have to admit something here. Over the past couple of decades, I've tried more than a few recipes for fried green tomatoes and just never liked them. So when our bestie Heather Earnhardt told us to come on over to the Wandering Goose Cafe to try her version of the Southern classic, I was a little skeptical, but boy, I'm glad I did. So what's on the menu today?
Today we're going to do fried green tomatoes with comeback sauce.
Okay, just so you know, I saw these sitting here. I'm not a big fan of fried green tomatoes. I've never liked them. Never.
You can't say that. It's because you've never had a good one.
But why comeback? Why?
Because it's so good, you're coming back for more.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
And then you got your cookbook out here. Who's this guy slamming, dunking the
That's
ball
my
here?
Dad. He was like 10 years old. Yeah, in the backyard of our house in North Carolina.
And he could slam.
He could. He was tall. He was 6'6".
And I love that backboard too, brand new, right?
Plywood back.
Yeah.
You see, you don't need anything fancy. I'm surprised there's a net on there, right?
All right, let's get slicing.
Okay, so we're gonna slice the green tomatoes first. And you don't want to do them too thin. You want to do about 1/4 of an inch.
Okay, so you got them all sliced up.
They're all sliced up. We're gonna pour some buttermilk just to cover them.
And what does the buttermilk do to them?
It's gonna help the cornmeal dredge adhere to them better. And then now we're gonna make our comeback sauce.
Cool, let me help you.
So we have about 2 cups of mayo here. I'll add the chili sauce and
Okay.
you can start mixing this. So this is just chili sauce. This is 1 cup.
1 cup of chili sauce.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start whisking.
Yeah. We're gonna add a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauce. And then this is just lemon juice. And then this we have a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, dry mustard, and
Woo.
cayenne.
It's gonna give it a little pop.
And then this is just kosher salt and pepper. And then the last thing we're gonna do while you're whisking is just drizzle in a few tablespoons of canola oil.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fried green tomato with that. So we have a cornmeal dredge here. This is cornmeal with a little bit of flour, paprika, cayenne, little onion powder, a little garlic powder, salt and pepper.
And then you're gonna dip this in there, coat them.
Yeah.
Drop them in the oil for how long?
Probably about 3-4 minutes. They don't need to go too long.
All right, Heather, here they are.
Are you excited?
Excited?
Are you ready?
Not really.
Ready for your first real fried green tomato?
Yes, I am ready. But just to emphasize again, I'm not a big fan.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna grab
think
this baby
they're
here.
not too hot yet. Let's just dip them in and take a bite.
Okay.
Yeah?
They're hot.
I've got kitchen fingers. My fingers are the... How could you not like that?
All right. That's pretty dang good.
Right?
That's a slam dunk, just like your dad.
Exactly.
Keeps me coming back. It's good stuff.
Heather's cookbook, Big Food, Big Love, is in stores now. We'll be right back. But first, our Tech Tango App of the Week.
If you listen to the radio but would like to hear consecutive news and podcast topics that are related to your personal interests, try the Otto radio app. Unlike traditional radio, Otto automatically curates top podcasts and audio news based on your personal interests. Set your categories such as business, arts, or science. Let the app know your content preference mix for mornings, evenings, and weekends. Set your length of listening time. The company has even announced a partnership with Uber that set the podcast time to match your ride time. The app helps you discover news and podcasts that you care about. This free app is available on iOS and Android. I'm Francie Black. For more great apps, visit techtangotoday.com.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Now, I won't lie, my job is a lot of work, but it's a ton of fun too. I meet a lot of cool people, I get to laugh a lot, but when it comes to good times, I've got nothing on the guy who became an internet sensation who goes by the name Shonduras.
In an unassuming office in Davis County sits a group of young men stuck looking at their computer screens. It appears they have a very boring job.
You fit in that?
But nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, these guys are all about having fun. Day after day.
Hey, I'm Shonduras.
And it all has to do with this 29-year-old social media sensation.
I'm in a helmet.
Famously known across the YouTube and Snapchat world as Shonduras.
My name's Sean, and I went on a mission to Honduras for 2 years. And so when I got back, everyone's like, hey, Sean's back from Honduras, Shonduras. It just kind of stuck. We made it.
Shonduras is a video blogger or vlogger who posts daily stories. His videos have millions of views. And currently he has over 900,000 subscribers on YouTube.
One of my buddies once called me a professional fun haver, and it just kind of stuck. Every single day this comes with me. This is how you carry it, just like this. You got loaded cheese?
Because of all of his views, companies pay him to plug their product.
Every time someone gets served an ad, it's like a fraction, 1/8 of a penny. But if lots of people watch your videos, then all those fractions of pennies add up, and then my daughter goes to college.
Shonduras' skills earned him a spot in Forbes magazine's 30 Under 30 in marketing and advertising.
If you want to get your product in the eyes of millennials or younger demographic, then use social media. We're filming live, right? Can we all be on the news?
Yeah, hey. And why not? Have a little fun.
We're all gonna be on the news
while doing it.
All right, that'll do it for today's show, and many thanks to Honor Coffee. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.